Let's go on here. Today was a pretty good day. Trading prop firms. My computer. Thanks for liking the video. Valuations, which is nice. Mm, let's see here. Okay. All right. All right. What do I think about TSCM ticker? I don't know anything about it. I know nothing about it. There's like flies everywhere. Um, all I know is that I just trade prop firms and like the Nasdaq. Um, yeah, that's all I know. Cancel subscription. Yes, cancel subscription. Cool. Error. Oh, probably cancel those. Good morning, Barbie. They just announced they're moving to America to make semiconductor. Yeah, well, what's going on? I think they're building like facilities out here in the US, and I think they're trying to get Taiwan involved. And now that Trump did the whole tariff thing and all that stuff, like even China's getting pissed a little more. And yeah, I mean, rightfully so, they're gonna get mad, it is what it is. But yeah, they're gonna dude, I got all these towels. Um, they're gonna have to do something about trying to bring all that stuff to America. So for sure. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I think it's a good idea, but at the same time, everything costs a lot more money to make here, unfortunately. So yeah, is what it is. I need to sign some I have to sign some stuff like Apex. So so if I go to my evaluate or see and evaluation charts, signatures. I have to go to signatures. So down to the bottom, I got four pending. I passed four evaluations today. So one, two, three, four. I think I already signed this one. I don't know if I put it all in there, but blah, 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 blah. There you go. All right. So there's that. Okay. So uh, let me see here. I'm going to sign a few things. Do signature. I'll sign that. Your signature is way too small. Sorry, man. I'm get kicked. PFF here. What she said. Oh, stop spamming. I don't even know. I didn't even know I had a Nightbot. That's funny. That's funny. I don't even know. Oh my god. All right, hold on a minute. I gotta sign these evals. Got a 50,000 account, and then I got a $100,000 one now. Not bad. All right. So here's where you gotta sign. Just the so yeah, gotta sign these bad boys. Put in my soch. Oh, I don't need to see that. And then I gotta sign. Okay, agreement's been signed. It's nice. Signatures. This one now. All right. Just signed a bunch of docs here. I don't know what's up with that thing. It's kind of funny. No. Okay, that's been signed. $100,000 one. Let's go. That's my 100K one I passed today. I could pass only one of those though. 100K one, like a $50,000 one, so it's good. Um, that's easy though. Let me see if I could. So now you go to the payment link. Let's see here. I don't want to give away too much information though. Okay, that's fine. So the payment information, 105 a month, secured Visa, stuff here. Next. Okay, there it is. Then I have to pay 105 for that account. So I'll put in a credit card on that. It and we are good. Paid. Okay, thank you for submitting. Okay, cool. Done with that one. And then now I'm going to go back to the signatures page. Payment link for this. I'll do another 105 a month. Pay all these out. Pay, 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 pay. Tradevante. That's called Tradevante? Oh, this is Apex Trader. So pay another one here. Paid, paid, paid. Boom. Done. Thank you for signing up. I'll go to another one. Yeah. So that's another one paid. Now back to my signatures page. So that was 50K account. and then the 100K account, and then I have another two 50Ks left. I passed every single 50K today that I went for. That was nice. Keep this off. Got some information on there. What? Oh, so your contract's been canceled. I'm like, whoa, 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 what's going on? Nah, I understand why. Paid. Here's the 50K, the new one up there now. 50K link. Got to pay that one now. $105 fee every month. It's fine. Is what it is. Disclaimers. Say again, monthly fee. It's all good. Party's getting crazy. Emojis, 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 emojis. Hmm. Capital One. Got to rack up those points. Congratulations on your performance account. Yay. Okay, done. Paid for. There's another one that I did. I'm actually going to, let's see, so that's paid for 105. Cool. Back to signatures again, all the way down to the bottom. Grab another one. Got to sign this one. So then you go all the way down to the bottom here again. Okay. I got to put my social. Got to sign. Now. Done. Agreement's been paid or signed. This is the bad thing about this. I wish they'd just make it easier. Not to go to the payment link again. Click. Do 105 monthly. It's fine. Go all the way down. Oh wait, this is this. All the stuff for whoa, what the heck just happened? The market ripped. Sucks. Wish I was trading it. All right, there we go. Now that's all paid. All right. So now if I go to my TA accounts, that's my funded accounts. Um kind of shows how can I do this without getting crazy. Anyways, these are my PA accounts. I'm gonna go down like this. I'll come back over like this. I'll give away all the information on there. So I got on my accounts, got 2 days traded, and I made 1,486 in this account, 1,500 in that account, 1,498 in that account, 1,509 in that account for 2 days of trading. I need to get these accounts to 2,600, and now I have um, it's weird. I just paid for like the accounts, and I don't know what happened. Kind of strange. Anyways, I paid for 4 accounts, but now it didn't do it. I don't know. Maybe it's done now. To refresh. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I paid for four more new ones. So cool. There it is. So there's that. Yeah, I passed the 50,000 today. So that's why I had 0 days. And then I got 100,000 and a 50,000 and a 50,000. I passed all my 50,000s, and then I blew up like a bunch of other uh evals. So but anyways, yeah. So I'm doing pretty good on these ones. If I get these ones to 8 days traded each, right? And to a profit of 2,600 or more, then I could request out 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 8,000 total here is what I'd get with that. So it'd be like, that's kind of the way it is. Remember the days of of splits, splits, like spits, like the what do you call it? Mhm. The we're talking about like when stock split. We're talking about like sunflower seeds. Oh, when stocks would split, yeah. Elon, I mean, Tesla did. Tesla split. I think Apple, yeah, wasn't. You're not going to see too much now, though. Yeah, so my PA accounts are doing pretty good. Pretty good. I also have another account that yeah, there's not very much anymore. Not right now. Not with the economy being where it's at. It's kind of high. Pretty high right now. But the cool thing is there's room down. Needs to go down. Let's see what I don't even know what the daily chart looks like. This is a You have to look at this and go, "What?" This is just because it's the daily chart, but I draw a few lines, okay? I draw a few lines, but that's the daily chart, so you can't really see. Oh, geez, that looks like a mess for sure. I should like undo all these lines. Yeah, this looks like a mess. Mm. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna definitely get off this. Go to the 1 minute. Looks good. Looks like it's just slightly pulling back. I would say so. Like for me to trade this, what I do is I'd actually trade this long because it's looking like it's a little bit uh, it's doing little pullbacks, but nothing crazy. This is going to be one of those. Just draw a little line here, the top down to here. I'd say you know what, that one, just because that looks a little better there, and then also grab one here. I'd say from the bottom of this wiki up there, there. That's pretty safe to say right there. This thing's gonna pull down. It's gonna kind of go into this confluence here, which is fine. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to hard to want to short that there, but um, there's not much risk. This is gonna probably pop down a little bit. Just it doesn't look like it's gonna want to fire just yet, so I have to wait. Just wait for it soon. Oh, little waiting going on. I don't really want to trade after hours, but at the same time, there's some opportunity. Boom, there it goes. Like I said. There goes that pop. Goes back up there. That's that squeeze. So like everybody who was short right there just got ripped out. Okay, that popped out. I'm gonna go long on the 30 range right here, and then go back up to test to the 37s. So hopefully it can pop right back down real fast. Just a real quick pop, real pop. Come back down and grab me. Okay, I'm filled. I'm filled. So now I'm gonna watch this to pop up a little bit higher here. We'll see where it goes. There it goes. A little bit. 25. There goes the rip. I'm gonna sell it up here at 34s to see if I can pop one more. 34 right here. Pop, there it goes. Boom, just like that. There's that pop right up out of this trend down. This came up and then ripped up. And then I got out pretty much at the top. And I just made what, 66 bucks. Just like that. And it says demo because it's the prop firm account. So the prop firms just it's kind of the way it works is you just, you know, you trade these little accounts. It's the prop firms accounts, they're all demo accounts, and then once you hit a threshold, you can actually cash out. So now, it goes up here, just pull back down into the 30s. I got out at 34, and the top was 35. So, um, what else? What else? So I could draw another line here, right here, and the other line is probably going to go to there. So now you can watch for resistance here at 35, or it could potentially squeeze and then shoot up to about the 41s. So I think it has some room up to the into this area here. I think it has room up to that area. Oh, look at that. So then you can go left, go with a line. Up there. It's got room up to here to the 40s. You can now, it's basically it ripped up here, came back down, and then there's also an area called the fair value gap that you could draw in here as well. Just looking at this. Shapes. You go rectangle, the bottom of this wick here, but the top of this wick here, this whole candle that was ripped up here, big candle here. So I would draw from the top of that wick to the bottom of the other one. And this is called the fair value gap. It already got used once. So this thing ripped up, and then you have no idea where it's going, but then you could draw the fair value gap right here. And then this thing came back down and grabbed all that liquidity in there and then went right back up. That's why I was looking here to go a little further because I figured it could break out. Now, again, watching this is another one that this could squeeze. It could squeeze out of this range here, which it's come down, it's came back up, it tested a little bit, but now it's got, to try to break out of that, it's tough, but it could still definitely happen. I'd wait for it to probably pull down back down to the 30s. So I'd say if you were to try to long this, it's got a long way down though if it rejects a little bit. Not really. It's like $5, but it looks like a lot on the charts. I'd say you would probably want to buy in this area here. So wait for this to come down into like the 30s or 29s, and then it will pull right back up. So you could grab support off this area here. Oop, very, very close. Let's see, that's 30.61. So keep going to keep going. So watch it grab this area here. So if I wanted to, I can long 29.50. Could long right there to see if we can pull down one more, snap it long. You would want to go one more. So you need like 29.50. Okay, watching 29.50, watching it for the pop right down, and then rip back right back up. There's that pop down. It hit 30.66 again. There it goes. Now into the 30s, into that little area I said I was going to get tested. Okay, so it broke a lot of stops that were right there. Right? There's a liquidity sweep. Liquidity sweep down. Watching to see if it's can touch down here in the fair value gap. We'll see. I don't think it will, but it could. It could easily just start pushing or pulling down here. But this is where you want to get long. That's why I drew the circle here. This is like the area you want to get long. So you let it sweep, come back up, and then grab you long, and then push back up. But you got to be careful because this is slower markets. They could really do a number on you, and they could just drag you down into this fair value gap. And the problem with it is that it's already been used once right here. It's already been used. So now it can just come all the way back down into this fair value gap, retest it, and see if it can get more. But it's already been used once, so it's kind of like not as potent as far as a place to grab liquidity from. So as you can see, it's kind of going down here into the mid 20s now, which is pretty good. At least you know if you get like swept, like you'll come in here and probably get picked up. Um, at least you know you have like a short, you know, it's going to be a short grab. You know, you're not going to be risking very much. So like me, I'd say, okay, yeah, sure, why not? Also, I'll grab some at 23. Snap me down. So right here, I'm gonna put some at 23, 25. See if I can get a slap down. See if I can get slapped down right into my liquidity sweep. Grab me. I mean, super cheap. I can go even lower, but I don't think it's gonna even go that low. I think it's gonna bounce right off this. It's gonna probably bounce right off this zone. We'll see though. I mean, it could also sweep down the 20s. I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna come down. It's gonna probably bounce. Yeah, see, it's already bouncing off this, and I already had this trend line here that was coming down, so it kind of went off that as well. So there goes, little bounce. Obviously these are not huge moves. This is like completely um just small stuff. I'll just take that off. It's not like you're gonna see some huge boom, and see things rip. So here it goes, it's coming down in the zone to the bottom of the fair value gap. Very look at that. Bottom ticked it. Very bottom. So $22. I would say 22. I only talk about the ends because that's where you want to get long, right there for the like the bounce, so to speak. We'll see if it's going to hold. I want to see something like manipulate even harder. Looks like a bear flag, but this has also been already tested over here. So came in, boom, tested it, dropped, came back up, came back down. This could be also a double bottom, like here and then here, but also double top here, maybe even triple, depending on how you want to look at it. Okay, so it's kind of bear flagging a little bit. This is just a 1 minute chart, so I'll take a look at the 5 and see how it looks. So that's a bearish candle coming down into the fair value gap, and doesn't look like it's gonna. It doesn't look like it's gonna hold very much as of right now. Looks like it's just gonna go in there and maybe push right through and pop right through. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Here, let me see. Okay, there you go. It's now popped to the very, very bottom of this, which there could be some stops in there or buyers. I'm not sure. Looking over here, time and sales. This is 5 volume. I could go down definitely lower to see really what's going on at a granular level. Also, take this over, get the date out of there. You can see. There you go. Okay, it's coming in. We got a lot of green coming in now. So now, actually, I would like to take some long here. I should have looked at the 1 minute. That's all right for an entry, but that's fine. It's fine. Kind of got in at the high up here, at the higher part of the fair value gap, but I believe it's going to be okay. Let's see this thing pop back up and then reshape, like a little V-shaped recovery out of here, popping up, and then let's see at 24. So I could put my stop in technically just below here. Put my stop in right there at 2150. It's not great, but it is what it is. Okay, slam back down. It's just going to be just a small move. Hopefully, it doesn't stop me out because that's a very, very, very tight stop I have in. But I'm pretty sure, if this is going to hold here, that it could pop right back up. So that's the only problem is I have my tight stop, like the really, really tight stop, is it can just snap me right out and then go right back up. So I could move it down. I don't mind moving it. I'll move it down to like 1950 or something. Just because it could just snap down so fast. And I was thinking I should probably keep it to down here, but that's okay. So looking at like the way this thing's trending right now, it does look like it's going to sweep down and go short because it's just kept fails here at the mid area. But I don't know. These are super slow markets. So there's that whip came right down, and then now there. See that it bounced out of that liquidity sweep, and now it's ripping up. See that? See that? That thing just ripped down just below that fair value gap to 2092. That's what it says, and then rip right back up. And now I think we're going to go back up to 30. So I'm going to put a sell up here at 30. I'm going to watch this thing continue to rip back up right here to 30s. 30s is going to be my target now. Okay, so watching it, this is slow markets. It's probably going to go keep higher and go up in like 32 and retest up here, the trend, but that's okay. I'm just going to watch it pop back up, sweep the 30s, see if it can. If you guys can see that. So I need this just to sweep the 30s. Here we go, right here. Watching slow markets. Super slow. Could be a lower high as well. I mean, there's a few factors here. There it goes, popped up. It's kind of just pedaling around here. Doesn't have much momentum. That was a nice little pop though down here. Came down, swept the stops right here. Little sweep, and then popped back up. Feel like adding. Watching it come back down, retesting where I'm long. And what I'd like to see this now do is hold and then continue higher. Like a little bull flag, right? There's the flag pull, and a little pullback, and then a little pop higher. And then what you do is you want to come over here to time and sales and watch. So now I'm kind of down again. I was up, now I'm down. And then you want to see what's going on. So if they're punching this with a bunch of sell orders. That means they're hitting the bid, right? And then so pop back down again. The bottom just held again. Now they're trying to sweep. They're not sweeping really. They're just retesting the bottom again. They're trying to keep tapping this until it breaks and bring it down. So this is actually looking pretty bearish. So now a lower high has been put in. Um, it's kind of the way it is. We'll see what happens. Here's that bull flag though. I mean the bull flag kind of like broke all the way down, took the whole entire flag out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to add one right here. I don't think I'll get filled just because it's gonna sweep again. Boom, there's the sweep. Just added me one more contract. And I'm okay with like losing if this thing pops down and just stops me out. It is what it is. This is just to show that it will sweep and then take out your stops and then rip right back up and then just leave everybody holding the bag. But I will take a shorter profit this time once I get back up, if it does. And then if it sweeps me out and I lose, then it's fine. It is what it is. I don't have much more here. I mean, this could easily hit me for sure. Gonna probably hit me. There it is. Yeah, it's gonna hit me. There's that big sweep down. That's okay. It is what it is. I mean, down 164. But that's what I said. It looks pretty bearish. And now there's some volume really coming in. Hoping to get one more little sweep down and then it'll rip back up, but it didn't do it. And it's after hours, slow, super slow. But you got some room. And then also what else broke? So if I look back over here and start looking at these charts, I should have actually looked back. Grab right here. I mean that yeah, this comes to here. I guess you can draw this out. That's a wick. I'd say go to something a little more sustainable. And I didn't see that, or else I would have drawn that. So this one comes in pretty good, wicks down hard, whatever. So this is like, you know, that's what it is. Rips up, comes back down. This thing came into here, 13s. So technically, this is a buy spot if I wanted to grab it, but it's because there's no volume. So this right here would have been also, this is a buy spot right here. It's a buy spot right here. See if I can get my fill back in. I got one contract. Come on, one more, one more. There we go. Okay, I'm back in to see if this thing can continue to go back up because I 1950 is where I got out. So I got my two contracts back in at 1950 to see if we could push back up into that fair value up and rip back up. But we'll see. This could be another trap and another bear flag and pull back down too. So that's the only problem with that. Because it is kind of trending down. But I would like to see this come back up and retest up here into the mid 25s. We'll see if we can get that. We'll see. We'll see. Team. See a little push here. Watching time and sales, some green popping through here. So I like to see. Here we go. Ripping back up here now. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Rip it up. Keep going. Up here. So I got to get out some sell orders. 23. 2250. So looking to take a little bit off at 2250. It's not a lot, but maybe 23.25. See if we can fair value gap. It's at the bottom of it now. All the way up would be nice, but 23, 25 is fair for me, I believe, to ask for to try to sell on. Getting a few back here, 65, pulling back again. One more little push is what I'm expecting here. A little more pop, little pop push up into the 23 here. Got one for sale, one contract. I don't want to see it die into this fair value gap bottom. I want to see it push back up and keep pushing back up. Nah, just pulling back down again. I really don't want to let it go against me. Yeah, it bear flagged me again. Okay, fair value grab. Dude, this thing's just, yeah, it's just tanking. Oh, that's my stop right there. So got stopped out on that. Slow markets, but definitely pulling down into this other to this so this is actually a demand zone here. And if this demand zone doesn't hold and it fails and it keeps going down, then this thing's definitely coming back, probably back down here to the 590s, definitely to the 600s. So 590s was pretty good today as far as holding. And then, it was a pretty substantial spot. And then, yeah, it knocked me out $400. It's all right. Yeah, no problem, John. Len. Um, let's see here. Hmm. Yeah, this thing's kind of a crazy one, but low liquidity, low volume. This wouldn't even be a bad one to short. This would be a pretty, I mean, because it's just showing weakness. I want to see one pop up to like 11 and sell one into 11. See if we can get just a small pop up, test 11, the 11s, and then just reject and come back down. I don't know if it's going to get that, to be honest. It's probably just going to keep on pulling down. Come on, one little pop. One little pop up to the 11s. Yeah, it's not going to get it. One little pop. Come on. One little pop. Just a little bit. This thing's looking super weak. Come on, one little pop. Come on. I don't think it'll get it. This thing's gonna flush and I'm gonna miss it. It's going down to the 90s. No one's buying this. Okay, I'm short one. I'm gonna try to add into it as it goes up to the 11s. I don't think it will. I don't even think it's gonna push that high. This thing's gonna flush all the way down to like seriously down to the 90s, I would think. There's that little pop I was looking for. It's not a lot. I need up to the 11s. I'll add more short because it's just not enough. This should pull all the way down, like once it pops back up a little bit here. Get a little pop. Here we go. So I'll throw the 11 in there. See where I wanted to go to the 11. Okay, here we go. Popping up to the 11. I wanted to just hit it and then drop right back down. Oh man, didn't get it. Didn't fill me. That's a bummer. Didn't fill me. Just missed that 11 by a tick. There goes it's gonna flush now. Maybe. Watch it hold. But it should pull pretty hard here. It's trying to hold it, but it's not. I don't believe it at all. Watching for a reaction. Like there's a bunch of stops that are in here, so it could snap right back down and then go down to the 590s. I would expect it to pop back up, but it's that pop back up was pretty weak, and now this whole area just needs to break back down. I mean, it'll zigzag, right? It'll go back up, it'll come back down. This needs to snap though. This needs to just go boom, snap, and then keep going and keep pulling down like that. Snap, that goes down there, and then keep hitting all the stops of the 600s now, right? All the stops in the 600s now will go click, 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 and they start boom, 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 all the way down, boom, 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 just like that, boom, 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 all the way down, all the way down, boom, 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 boom. I'll throw in 95. I'll take one at 95, and I covered just like that. That's that snap, 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 hitting all those stops, and then everybody also probably looked left, and as you can see right here, right to the wick, right to the wick. Just went right there, boom, took it out there, just perfect. So I got a little bit back, but I wouldn't want to hold this. I wouldn't say, "Oh, it's gonna now bounce." No, it's gonna probably crush and flush even more, keep coming down like that. There's the 90s. That look left. That just broke, snapped all the way down to here. Now we're at low a day in the after hours, just like that. So now I come back over here. I was down 400 and something. Now I'm only down 200 and whatever, but that's not a big deal. It's easy to get. So, and I wouldn't just grab this bottom and think it's gonna go right back up. I mean, it could, but I wouldn't want to hold this. I mean, I personally would. I mean, 90s. I don't know if 90s could hold, but you got to really see something that's gonna, you know, be promising. Right now, it's like this doesn't look great. You need to see a good pullback. So let's see here. That was 86. We're at 94. $10 actually after hours is pretty good, but I'd still see want to pop up a little bit more. I mean, just a little more. Just because if you get a nice little candle coming in here, you know, it's just not very fun shorting on the lows. But then again, if it just continues, then you do great. There's that other. Okay, so it continues. Testing the lows again. Boom, 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 boom. Feel like going a little bit size on this one, but I don't like trying to defend the bottom. I mean, I'm not going to do it. You need to find a couple stair-stepping candles that start coming up. So like this candle here, 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 and it just starts like kind of forming a bottom and a base, and then kind of just trickling back up. But this thing could sell all the way off. Who knows, right? Um, it's all about discipline. New lows, boom, boom. Oh my god, I went all the way down to the 81s. But there's that boom, the big old wick, come back up. So I'm watching this now for a possible reversal. See that wick that just wicked up, and then reversal possible up there. So watching it as a reversal candle, just a ripper. Hopefully going back up pretty hard here, pretty good. And I got to watch it because I got to take my profits. Boom, there it is, 100, 105. Oh, now it's already pushing back down. That was quick. Wow. They're already slamming it. They try to like slam it. I don't believe it one bit. Watching it, 135, 140, 165, 210, 220. It's squeezing. 285, 310, 330. Wick off. I'm going to see if I can get the boom. Just like that. Bam. That's a big reversal candle right off the bottom. Boom. Just ripped all the way up. Everybody who was short down here thinking this thing was just going to roll over short, they just got absolutely squeezed and they had to buy and cover their spots because they took too much size and then they got squeezed all the way up, right? That's exactly what just happened right there. Okay, now I was down 500 and whatever, now I'm up 38 bucks. 38 bucks. Not a big deal. I mean, at least I made something back, right? I'm not down, I'm not negative. After hours are super finicky. They're slow, they're crazy. The liquidity's all over the place. It's nuts, really. But again, if you wanted to short this pop, you can. Just remember, like maybe the risk to the bottom of this uh of this grab right here. Sorry, this is a demand zone. This demand zone failed, right? So expect, all right, bottom of that demand zone again, whatever. Boom. But that was perfect. That was perfect squeeze off the lows. Nice 20 points. I mean, that was a lot. Wish I had more size on it. I only had one contract, but I just showed on how I went up and then down and what my thesis was, but again, what you do is this: draw those lines. Like right now, you draw these lines, and now it's breaking out of here, maybe. But be careful because we were close to the lows, and you could go, you could start going, oh, is this a reversal long? I mean, yeah, maybe, but I would say draw a line over here. So looking there, you got to draw some support lines in, right? The quarter support lines right there. It came in, tested the lows, popped back up, break in retest, right? So it broke and then went to it retest. It didn't work. Maybe it didn't work. Maybe it did. This could be a bear flag right here, right? So you could say, oh hey, this is going to be my green line, and then make it super big and awkward or whatever, like that, right? Now can this rip up and go past 600 and squeeze all the way up? And absolutely could. And then go retest way back up here, up into this area? Yes. And here's what we also have. So you also have, so yeah, it's pushing, it's going to the 600s, it's all testing again to see if it can make it work. And then you have also, like, I'd say go here. And then I'd say I'd probably bring that there. So I would say if we did something like this is safe. So look at this is gonna go retest up here. I'm even gonna draw this out on how this is gonna work, shapes. So I would say if this thing gets good and can really pull up, what's going on right now? I didn't hit my shape. I would say it's gonna come back up and retest potentially this area here. And I do a zone and make it wide and bizarre and weird because that's where it could. But it's also a bear flag. So here's your bear flag. So if you wanted to draw this one, this line is already breaking. So as of right now, right there. But then it's going to test this area. So watch out. You might get support here, right? Or just quick sweeps and then rip back up again. But that's a beautiful bear flag right here. Came down, up, down, break, rip. So we got to watch the lows. The lows are down here in the 80s. Now watch this. It's grabbing it again. So I can go long right here. I'm gonna go long. Grabbing it long, see if I can grab it. I got it at the 90s. Okay, I'm gonna see if this thing can hold for me. It might not. It might come back down, but it could also hold. And it also rip right back up. It's coming down now. See, it's breaking. It's breaking down. They're gonna test the lows on me. They're sweeping. Let's see if I can grab some long on the bid. Okay, grab a little more. See if we can go up. I'm gonna have to dollar cost average here. God, this fly is kicking all over the place here. Okay, watching it. See if we can still come up and break out of this now. I'm looking for this thing to regain and break up. Keep coming up here. I want to see some action. Nothing's moving. Got some buyers coming in. They're hitting the bid. They're hitting the ask. There we go. There we go. Watch this thing squeeze. I need to see a squeeze. Squeeze. Come on. Keep going. Take me out. Take out that. Take it out. There's one. Keep squeezing. Another one out. Boom. Now it drops. See, you got to take your profits quick, especially in these slow markets. This thing just ripped up. I grabbed, I added. Watch another squeeze. So look at this. If you draw another line right here, this is your other line that you have breaks that could break right there. That could break above and go break out and come all the way back up in here. This is the one I'm talking about. It held this line here, which is our support, held our support, broke down, took out the liquidity sweep, swept out all his weak hands. I added into it as I was coming down. I watched it come back up, and I said, "I'm going to add into this thing." So I did. Now this thing's going to break out potentially. Potentially, you got to know when to get in, when to get out. Let it come back down and retest the line again. And just kind of banter around here a little bit, right? Then you can get in here long, or if you really want to get crazy and just wait the whole time, you can wait for it to come all the way back down and then grab down here with for a cheap long, right? They call it cheap long, and then low a days are gonna be your stop. So in the 80s. So $5 risk, whatever, and then just let it run if it can. Understand this thing's pulling back. But that's a double bottom right there, right there. That's a double bottom. This thing potentially has some wheels behind it now, and they can push right back up and go back up here at least into like the 600 plus. Okay, so there's a lot to be watching here. The C, boom, right there to the look at that to the apps right to the support line. But it can be bantering, right? It could chop in and out, in and out. But there's that see right off that line, push right up. 96s. Don't think it's done. Don't just think, "Oh, no, that's it." It can keep going, and up here, this is the next zone of where it can test. Once it gets past 600, because you have to understand there is a little bit of maybe resistance in here because of this bear flag, right? So right here is gonna be your resistance, and you gotta watch that kinda stuff. You gotta watch this. Watch this area. Because guess what's going to happen here? It's going to be a squeeze. You have a double bottom down here, basically the lows, and then right here came right back down, basically again. You're popping up, boom. It's going to go right back up to the 600s. Test it. I think it's going to squeeze. I think it's going to squeeze right over that. It's going to hit. There's the test, right to the penny, right to the penny. And I think it's going to squeeze. And I just think it's going to squeeze. It's got a double bottom. It's got one, two, momentum coming up, pop, slamming into that little pullback, right? Little small pullback to the 94s, 95s, and then rip right back up and rip people's faces off because they're all going to get short right here. The guys, they're getting. I'll tell you what. If I was getting short right there, I'd have a small stop on there. This is your squeeze point now. Squeeze point right there. Uh-oh, about to get squeezed. Watch it. Watch it rip. Don't be surprised. Okay, it wicked over. Okay, it wicked over. Looking at the time and sales. You want to see a lot of green ripping through there. Green, 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 green. Pop, 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 pop. And then you just want to see that thing just go boom and just squeeze them all out. You don't want to see the bid getting hit like that. They're shorting the hell out of it. Is what they're doing. That's short, short, short. Boom, 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 boom. Just hitting the bid, hitting the bid, selling the bid, selling the bid, and they're trying to knock them down. You need so with order flow, if you have more people selling into that, right? They're just absorbing it. That's what I'm thinking is happening. They're absorbing it. But what? Over 600, 602s, 602s getting hit, 603s. Here we go. Squeeze. Here comes the squeeze. 604, 65. Look at that. All telling you in the time and sales what's up. Boom. 604s, 604s. Can it keep going? Can this just keep boom boom? 606s, 607. There it is, right to the line and right to the top of my little circle I draw here and said it's gonna come test this. Look at that. Boom. That's when you would want to be out. Like you can leave one on, but get out. Get out. Take out at least one contract, depending on how many you had. You got to take profits. You got to win. I mean, look at this. You had a double bottom. One here, two, double bottom. Look at the W. Look at that. There's a W. W. Boom. Came up here. Now you're breaking this trend line. Now you got to be careful. But I think they could squeeze all the way back up. It could break out. You got this over here to the left. 604 support. If it can keep breaking out, straight push up. It's gonna push up into the 611s. This is slow markets. Now, guess what you get to do? What do you see here? What do we see? We see another trend we could draw. Look at that. It's going right into that area. I circled out. Said, hey, it's gonna come test this. There it is. The 608s hit 608, 607, 678. Look at the time and sales. I think it was 607, 608. There it is. 608s. Right in there. Pushing out. Now you're breaking out off this trend and you can get long there for a new one if you wanted. But it's tough because this is all heavy up here. This is where I would be like, hey, let's get short. Like right now, I'd say I wouldn't mind getting short, but this thing's trending. So here's what I'm saying. No line here, draw the line up here, another one, right? So there's the tens. I'd say wait until these tens start hitting like 11. 11, I would be like, I wouldn't mind getting short, but yeah, I'd say this is an area I would start watching out for because I want to see a nice rejection though, like a push up and then rejection, and then this here was a demand zone. That's what this was. This was right here. I'll color it like light green. Light green was a demand zone. So this area though, I would get watch out because there could be a nice pullback in here. But now you got this trend line still trending, right? But if this breaks here, which would be nice because it's got a nice little support area, right? It's kind of on here. But then this one, if this breaks here, there's a resistance across from it. So you have few different confluences going on here, and then you got the bottom of this demand zone. So that's why this whole area right here could look a little questionable. So I'm going to start a short just to see if I can show you what I'm talking about. It could squeeze me out. It could, and that would suck, and it can, and I know that. Into the 11s is where I wanted to get short, but I was like, I won't wait. It's fine. Okay, so this thing's pushing up. Here we go. See if it can pull back. We'll see. I'm only going to risk this thing until like the top of this demand zone. So right here. So we're gonna stop by. Yeah, so we're gonna watch and see what we can got going on here. I'm already short early, but that's okay. I think that this thing's gonna reject, and we will see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. I don't know, but I have a plan, and I don't think it's gonna go that far. Um, I think I don't even think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna come down very far. I need to see a nice bearish engulfing candle on this, and this is only a 1 minute chart. I should probably check the five. Um, but this now in this area of confluence, you had a demand zone, which now can hopefully act as resistance, can now start flushing down like that, exactly like that. Like I said, it's not going to go very far. So I got to cover. See, it already bounced back up. I got to cover soon. And I know that it's not going to be very much of a deep. Uh, I was thinking oh fives, and I didn't put a buy in. So that was my bad. Now this thing could I don't know. I don't think it's gonna go back up, but it could. What I'm gonna watch for it. Man, I'm hoping it rejects here and doesn't just do something crazy. But that's just like a small pullback. I was hoping that it would just yeah, it's kind of pushing up. That's kind of a bummer. So it's really starting to push through. Um, I might get aggressive and try to short again. I'm gonna watch this thing. I believe it should short here, but that's just me. I don't know. This thing just it's getting a little kind of funny. It's like almost like a little bull flag going. So we'll see what happens. But bull flag's pushing. It's getting a little weak. It's like pushing and then not pushing and not really pushing. It's just because there's no volume. I want to see this thing reject, but it's looking like it's gonna push. I still think I'm gonna stick with my little pullback strategy here. And I feel like, this is a little resistance up here. These are two taps. Hopefully these taps get rejected. Come back down for me. Maybe I'll even size down. Uh, I don't know. They keep buying. Common sales are buying. Some are hitting the bid. I gotta watch out here. I want to see a rejection. Oh, here we go. There's one, covered one. There's two. There's three. Boom, I'm out. There's that quick slam down. It was trapping all the see. It was and I should have held it. I just got, like, freaked out because the last time it just bounced up, and I was like, "Nope, I'm covering, dude, I don't care." So, the reason why you got this confluence up here of just constant just resistance, right? And that's what people don't get is, "Well, why wouldn't I buy it? It's breaking out," you know? It's like, "No, dude, it's not." I mean, you gotta look left. Look where it had some pop, right? It ripped right here, yay. Then it came back down and went right through it. You see that? Sorry, I didn't show you. So it ripped over here, came back, then down, back up, and this should be okay. But you know what? I think it's gonna come back down to at least test the 600s now. I could be wrong. This is maybe a candle down, pull back, right? A little couple people, oh, I'm gonna buy and cover. That's me covering, and then it pulls right back down, and then maybe even comes back down and tests down here to the 90s again. but I would say probably definitely the 600s for sure, right here. So, it's got room, but I was just trying to get that little like rejection of up here. So you guys remember I was up like 30 bucks. So what am I at now? I'm at 330 bucks in that now, which is cool. I was down 468, right? That's day trading. Oh, there it goes. Tested 600s. Okay. So popped right down to the 600s, like I said it was going to, potentially, right? Potentially, because I don't really know. Comes back down, boom. Support here would be good. And then also, remember that line I drew here? This thing broke, right? Kinda. It flagged out, bantered back and forth, and then really just slammed down. Someone with size came in and just slapped it. And then now down to the 600s. And now we'll see if this could hold. If it can't hold, guess what's going to happen? Wick down, stop, 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 are all going to hit right here. Here's the stops. Boom, 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 boom. Couple stops. Boom, 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 boom. Stop, stop, stop. And then someone's going to buy it up and they're going to try to push this thing back up. Watch. I mean, it could also keep dropping, obviously, but usually they're going to slap these stops, liquidity sweep, which and then they're gonna try to grab it and buy it right back up, and then boom, like that, all the way up. Boom, 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 boom. Grab a few dollars, and if you have like 5 contracts, you're making some money, right? And so they slamming it, and they're boom, 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 and they just so they knocked out some real tight stops here, and then they boom, 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 pushed it back up, and now people are just selling because they're like, oh, I got long, and then now they're out. Guess what we have now? We get to draw a line, trend line. Boom. Trend line was here. Boom. If it breaks out, you can get long here. Guess what? You could put a stop at like 95 if you wanted to. I would, after rejecting like that, I'd wait to see what it does. New candle make it, new candle make a new high. So this candle make a new high right here. Watch out for the big push up. This could be it. This could be a nice big old push back up. Not like a huge push up, but grind back up. Watch it. In this little area, 600 whole number support. There's the push. All right, that's all I got for today. I am out. Been on for a while. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.